watching a Fact TV presentation of the town of Swanzey.
A public hearings, there's no cases to hear, so we'll entertain a motion on the minutes after we do a roll call. And I don't have the roll call sheet.
Everybody was here, so you just look at this.
Yeah,
There is nobody missing.
okay, for the record,
I can do a quick roll call if you want. Lisa Thorne, Brian Ruggers,
here,
Adam Mulhern, here, Jay Ward,
Here?
and Wayne, how did I pronounce your last name? Whiteleiter?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and Karazinski.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's the last meeting.
I know.
do I hear any motion on the minutes?
I move to accept the minutes of our last meeting.
I'll second that.
Okay, first and seconded, does accept them as written. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, passes. Public hearings, we don't have any other business, so it's a chair and a vice chair. That was news to me the second I read that, so I guess we're gonna put this in your court then.
So we're gonna go top down with, there is a vacant chair position.
There is?
Depending on how things move forward, there will be a vacant vice chair position, possibly. And then there's also a vacant alternate position, which we will most likely will not fill tonight. So I see nobody else in the room.
Right, there's
So,
no other people here.
And I'm not, I nominate Brian Ruckers.
Second. Yep.
Well, that, what? Well, you guys aren't giving me any chance to decline it.
Well, we'll do the nominations for it. Who seconded? Jay. Discussion?
Yeah, just for point of order, I had assumed incorrectly, clearly, that if the chair steps aside, the vice becomes the chair until the end of that term.
I
So
thought
we're doing
last,
this a little differently.
yeah,
than
I thought last meeting we still have to vote to,
We do, okay.
I thought that too.
Yeah,
But I don't mind voting.
yeah, I don't care either way,
we'll get the
Okay.
date solidified.
because the one I want to do is make sure nobody else wants it. I don't want to just be put out there if somebody else is like, me, Mr. Carter.
Right.
I think procedurally, we need to know how it works in case something happens the next time, so.
Yeah, it's someone else we count.
Yeah, I was under the impression that this is how it was done.
I know that if the chair is not present, the vice chair takes over the meeting, but.
Right.
You know, this particular case, I don't know.
I still think we have to,
Go ahead.
I still think we have to vote for a chair, but, fine,
Well, either way, if we do it and we didn't have to, then we're covered anyway.
yeah.
If we don't do it and we had to, we're in poop, so,
We're supposed to vote each year, so, vote again next month, so.
yeah, in March.
April, because election is already after March. Well, maybe, no, okay.
He had a whole conversation all by himself.
I know.
Punctuation too.
Are we married? And am I at fault?
Well, that's obvious.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, it's always your fault.
No, kidding.
It's my fault.
I doubt that. All right, so,
So,
still your meeting at this point then?
yep, so technically the chair is a regular member elected annually. So I am assuming that we still need to elect them annually in March. But this is still good.
Yep, I agree.
This is still good. So we can formally recognize Brian Ruggers as the chair, as long as, and we still need to vote on it.
Okay, so we have a first, a second, a third. Does anybody else want to be chair? Don't jump in too fast.
Call the question.
All right.
All in favor of the motion?
Great job.
Aye.
Jeez, I don't know about that.
All right.
Nay. All right, I guess we got that
One
settled. then.
dissenting vote was him.
Hey, one dissenting.
Put that in the minutes.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to nominate Adam Mulhern as the vice chair.
Wow, that came out, holy shit. You guys had this all planned up, didn't you? I told you. We got stuff to do, all right. Okay, so we have a nomination for Adam Mulhern as the vice chair, and we have a second, a third, and a fourth. Do we have any further discussion
You
on
want to
it?
do anything?
No. As long as it's real clear. No.
All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Okay.
No.
That does put a regular board seat then on the table.
Do I have any
Yes, it does.
nominations
Okay, yeah.
to fill the vacant seat of the, now this would be a full position, permanent, to be held until March.
We discussed this before.
Yeah.
So just so I'm clear on the protocols, what had occurred last time is we decided that we would just nominate one of the alternate members to
That's
fill
right.
in that role until the.
That's right,
the seat
but they're
opens.
both alternate members and they both wanted the position,
Yeah.
so they were gonna,
Fight in the parking lot.
so they duked it out there.
Yeah.
I nominate Jay Ward as the permanent member of the.
Yeah. Until March, right? I think.
Until March.
Until March.
Yeah.
Even though Keith's term was for 3 years, this term is only
Yeah.
until March. So
Yeah,
it's-
that
Correct,
confused me
yeah.
a bit, but I think I got
So
it.
there'll be 2 people running in March, Adam and whoever this person is.
That's-
Adam is a 1-year.
I'll double check.
That's
on
correct,
Brian.
because we're gonna have to see about how the cycle of elections and terms work out,
Yeah.
because we may run into a problem, but you got that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so it might be a 3-year and a 2-year term.
It might very well be, it might very well be.
That's how we've done it on the budget.
Yeah.
I believe people watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll send out a clarifying email tomorrow with anything that might have been missed.
Okay, so we have a nomination of James Ward as the, removing himself as from an alternate to a permanent, and continuing in the position till March, at which time he'll have to run for reelection,
If I choose
if you choose.
Do we have a second?
Second. I'll second. Third, I'll third.
Okay.
All right. We're
All in
getting the
favor of
ball
the
out of
vote?
the park here. All in favor for the vote?
Aye.
Say aye. Opposed? The only one opposed is Jay. All right.
Maintaining form.
Do you have anything else for us?
That was all I wanted to accomplish today. So now we know going forward that we have a quorum at least, which
Okay.
is important.
All right, so,
Does anyone know anybody who would like to fill the role of alternate positions? Does
I
anyone
might
have
now.
Any ideas?
now that the core
That's
has
a good
changed.
discussion topic.
my- Exactly, exactly what's going through my
Well, I
mind.
wonder about some of the people who have argued things in front of us, who are passionate about some things that might, they might wanna get involved.
Yeah,
I think that's how we got you.
Yeah,
And
it
your
is.
wonderful
right.
service.
Well, thank you, but I also had good experiences with this board prior to that as well, when I came before the board to ask for a variance for my house, so I always thought well of this board from that time on, so.
So anyone you can think of that would be of good service to it, we want to.
And I'll see if the town can send out some sort of notice. I know in this Swanzey Uncovered, we had a brief section on vacant seats, but it wasn't like an advertisement.
right.
So,
I mean, I tell people that even though I've been an alternate for the last couple of years, almost every time I've been to a meeting, I've been seated because
Right.
somebody can't be here.
Right.
And and Wayne's had pretty much the same thing. More often than not, as alternates, we have business. So it really would be good for us to have at least one more, not 2 more.
Yeah,
right. I 100% agree.
Especially if one of us has to recuse ourselves for something. Because,
Maybe Brian's out of town.
Yeah, with my travel schedule, I'm glad to have a good backup, because my travel schedule is pretty hard at sometimes, and sometimes it's not, but, so, yeah, good point.
good point.
We got a strong board, so we're in good hands. Couple more alternates, so.
I think it is.
I'll keep my ear to the ground on some people that I'd ask and see if they have some interest.
I expect the answer is no, because it's too soon, but anything on the lawsuit?
No.
I think we're
On
supposed
either,
to,
on either lawsuit, our federal one against us, and then the one that,
To my knowledge.
For what?
No.
The Frank's one?
that for the Franks one.
Yeah, to my knowledge, no.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think the best I understand is October was a date or time to consider some sort of answer.
Yeah, that's when the judge is supposed to rule on taking us out of the mix because we're municipal employees.
Yep.
Things do move slowly.
That was the expectation that was at least put out there.
Yeah.
So just quickly going over the rules of procedure real quick. I went through these before, but some clarifying points. Vice chair presides as chair in the absence of the chair. I think they would have clearly called out if the chair is no longer on the board. I think absence just refers to a brief absence. So I think we're
Right,
doing
but I
things
think in the
correctly.
RSA.
Yeah.
I think in the, are you in the RSA?
I'm not, I'm in the rules of procedure. It should be quoted from the RSA, but I'll
It should.
double check the RSA.
Yeah,
At least we have things on record, just in case.
100%,
but,
100%.
I think we're doing this correctly.
Yep, and I'm sure we are,
Yeah.
we're good.
I'll send out a clarifying email though, just in case.
Either way, we covered it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Does anybody have any discussion topics that's not on the agenda? Again, Beverly's not here, so I'm doing the minutes, but they're gonna be hasty.
Not really.
When's our next
Just a
meeting?
little pretend.
When's our next meeting? Is it the
September
16th or something like that?
16, yep, September 16.
That's as much have to do with us.
What?
All right.
Swanzey Factory Road.
Yeah.
That house that has the trailer out front and tractor trailers.
Oh, and the train
45
tracks and the
cars.
trains and the 15
Train-
boats.
They're moving down though, I noticed to the power line.
Yeah, they did.
Over there.
They parked their vehicles in public land on it.
Yeah, and the power lines. I don't know how they do that, get away with it.
It's too bad, 'cause those people are trying hard to fix up their houses along here.
Yeah.
These people living there are, I mean, I have counted as many as 11 people standing around.
Yeah.
I think they're in that trailer, you know, and I think our town ordinance is 30.
Somebody should tell the selectmen.
Yeah, that has to go.
When you roll over at about 3 in the morning to punch him for some reason,
Yeah, I think for those issues, police, and then police, code enforcement, and then if those two steps fail, then.
police.
So,
But there's
well,
a lot.
depends,
of people
depends on what kind of issues.
Our whole one cop, you mean?
Oh, yeah.
that are- And I think it's because of the housing authorities.
We had the trailer, you know, parking a couple of weekends in a row in Wilson Pond.
Oh, trailer parking,
Yeah.
code enforcement then, yeah.
That's something, that's a whole other issue right there.
I don't know about the one at the airport. I haven't been.
All right, let's,
Yeah, down by the, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I just
All
throwing
good.
that out there.
Yep.
I was thinking, like, today I went by and there were a bunch of people there and I saw those vehicles up the road and I'm like, they're part of, they were in that yard earlier this year, so I knew they were part of it. And they shouldn't be parking there.
That's state property, or,
That's state property.
yeah, it shouldn't be under the power lines, I wouldn't think, but,
We own the power lines. We had
yeah, tractor trailer and a boat.
We had a K-State employee that died, you know, because they.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
had
yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, back a few years ago, yeah.
So, anyway.
Do we hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I second it. It's 7:15. We've met here for 15 minutes. That seems long enough.
I think that's too,
Congratulations.
condolences.
Condolences.
all in favor to adjourn?
All in favor, say aye, we're out, peace out.